Howdy, hey, welcome back to All About That Disney Life. I am Danny B, the girl who's all about that Disney life. We now move on to Lady and the Tramp 2 Scamp's Adventure, which came out in 2001. And like with all these Disney sequels, we will be pointing out the good and the bad points of this sequel based on the internet's perspective. So let's get to know this cast. Scott Wolf was Scamp's talking voice, while Roger Bart provided his singing voice. Alyssa Milano was Angel's talking voice, while Susan Egan was her singing voice. Jeff Bennett was Tramp, Trusty, Jacques, and the Dog Catcher. Chaz Paul Mitten was Buster's talking voice, while Jess Harnell provided his singing voice. Jodie Benson was Lady. Bill Fager-Bake was Mooch. Mickey Rooney was Sparky. Kathy Moriarty was Ruby. Bronson Binchot was Francois. Debbie Derryberry and Kathy Susie were the voices of Annette, Colette, and Danielle. Rob Paulson was Otis. Nick Jameson was Jim Deere. Barbara Goodson was Darling. Andrew McDonough was Junior. Tress McNeil was Aunt Sarah and Am, the cat. Mary Kay Bergman was Cy, the cat. Jim Cummings was Tony. Michael Goh was Joe. Frank Welker was Reggie, and April Winchell was Mrs. Mahoney. Now we move on to the facts all about this sequel. Number 1, the summary. Lady and Tramp's troublemaker pup Scamp gets tired with rules and restrictions imposed on him by life in a family, and he longs for a wild and free lifestyle. Like father, like son, right? He runs away from home and into the streets, where he joins a pack of stray dogs known as the Junkyard Dogs. Buster, the pack's leader, takes an instant disliking to the house dog and considers him a rival. Angel, a junkyard pup Scamp's age, longs for the safety and comfort of life in a family, and the two become instant companions. Number 2, the release. This movie released direct-to-video on February 27, 2001, 46 years after the original Lady and the Tramp movie. Number 3, awards and nominations. At the Annie Awards, this movie was nominated for Outstanding Individual Achievement in an Animated Home Video Production, but it lost to Shrek. It was also nominated for Outstanding Individual Achievement for Directing in an Animated Feature Production, but it lost to Shrek. Jodie Benson and Alyssa Milano were both nominated for Outstanding Individual Achievement for Voice Acting by a Female Performer in an Animated Feature Production, but they both lost to Eartha Kitt for The Emperor's New Groove. At the DVD Exclusive Awards, this movie was nominated for Best Animated Video Premiere Movie, but it lost to Barbie and the Nutcracker. A World Without Fences was nominated for Best Original Song, but it lost to Prancer Returns. Scott Wolf won for Best Animated Character Performance. And at the Saturn Awards, this movie was nominated for Best DVD Release, but it lost to Ginger Snaps. Number 4, bonus facts. This is the second Disney movie to have Roger Bart and Susan Egan as the singing voices of the love interests, the first one being Hercules. 2 of the actors in this movie previously worked on Ariel from The Little Mermaid. Jodie Benson was the original voice of Ariel, and Alyssa Milano served as a model reference for the creation and design for Ariel. The dog catcher's wagon that injured Trusty in the first movie is seen on top of one of the trash piles in the junkyard. This movie has similarities to The Lion King. Both Scamp and Simba run away, they both meet friends, and they both fall in love with their female friend. Both Angel and Nala want the protagonists to come back to their true home, but the protagonists refuse. Despite the teaser trailer of the movie being mentioned at the end of the 1998 VHS release of the first movie, it was supposed to be released in 2000, but it was pushed back to February 27th of 2001. Number 5, the good points and the bad points. So the good points, based on the internet's perspective, is that Buster and Angel are written well with actual motivations as characters. And this movie is the same as the first one. And it provides a little bit of nostalgia for a lot of fans of the original movie. Now, for the bad points, a lot of fans are saying that it was a big disappointment because they expected more of a storyline to be based on Lady and the Tramp. It's in the title, not mainly focusing on their son. If they wanted to have a story focus more on the son, I think they might have named it Scamp's Adventures, A Lady and the Tramp Story. But I think they just wanted to name it Lady and the Tramp 2 just to get people's attention. Also, a lot of fans are saying that the new characters made no sense. Well, it kind of depends on your point of view. Like, it's still the same characters from the original movie. It's just that the new characters are just mostly the new junkyard dogs or the new street dogs. A lot of fans are also saying that the songs are a bit corny, and I have to mention one thing about the songs. In the original movie, the main songs that you know from Lady and the Tramp are Bella Notte, the Siamese cat song, and he's a tramp. That's it. In this sequel, you have like 5 or 6 songs, like boom, boom, boom. I think the production team were just using the songs to help tell the story along, where the first movie, it had a lot more dialogue, a lot more speech than songs, whereas this sequel, it's basically a movie musical just to help tell the story along. And a lot of fans were also disappointed that Peg and Bull, the original street dogs, are not mentioned or seen in this sequel. And there you have it, all the facts to Lady and the Tramp 2. If you like this video, please hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe, and I hope you have a zippity-doo-dah day. Goodbye.